Alright, HadesOmega here, and I gotta get something from Cycle Gear, and Harley Davidson is right next to them, sort of kinda down the parking lot. I'm gonna see if I can ride a Livewire today. Let's see what happens. I tried to do this a few months back, before the pandemic and everything, and they wouldn't let me, so maybe they will today, I'm not sure. I will go ask. Just park it straight up. Okay, so I just talked to Ron at San Jose Harley Davidson, and he was giving me the 20 questions. Oh, why did you want to ride this bike? Did you want to compare this to the Zero bike and this and that? And like, well, you know what? And I was just like, well, I know stuff about electric bikes. I've ridden a couple of them. Why not, compare them and everything, But anyway, yeah, he was like, well, it's a $30,000 bike. We don't just let anybody ride them, I was like, well, yeah, it's an expensive bike. Like, if I wanna buy one, I want to ride it before, And that little test ride, it didn't really show me everything that the bike can do, And he said, oh yeah, he saw my YouTube channel and he saw my video, and like, yeah, well, they didn't let me ride it last time, so everything was cool until like he came in, told me that and stuff. I was like, okay, well. I was thankful that they even let me ride the bike, Honestly, I was just in the area and said, hey, let's go see if we can ride one, because I haven't ridden one yet, And I don't think, that's not the way you sell bikes, man. You gotta, you gotta create a kind of good image, of your product, And every time I've ridden a Zero or Energica, it has put a smile on my face, and like he mentioned to me, it's free advertising, and that's what I'm doing. I'm helping get you guys' product out there, but that kind of stuff, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that buyer experience. So I told them, like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. It's too much. It's too much money. Pretty much. I just told them outright, like, oh, so then why did you want to ride? I just wanted to ride it, just to see what it's like. When I went and rode the Zero motorcycle, they didn't really pressure me too much into buying it. They were very helpful. They answered every question I asked every time, And that's how I feel like, that's how you sell bikes. That's why Harley Davidson's having such a hard time, with the business now, Like, And so they wanted to make the best product. Well, Harley Davidson, I can tell you this now, man, with the new Energica bike that came out with the bigger battery pack, it is not the best product, okay? The Energica is faster than that bike. It charges faster too, I think. They have 3 different models to choose from, and for the electric bikes, it DC fast charge. It can do a level 2 charge, so the Energica just blows it out of the water. I just wanted to see what the difference between a $21,000 bike and a $31,000. Yeah, I said $31,000 because that bike was marked up an extra $1,000. Okay, and it just goes to show. I don't know. I didn't ask them how many of those bikes they sold, but I went to Calmoto to ride a Energica Rebelle, and they just let me take it for a test ride. Here, Merlin, have fun. And I got to take it in the canyons, and then to take it on the freeway. I got a very good test ride. That told me, what the bike is capable of. That little test ride did not. Okay. Anyway, I got to go buy some stuff at Cycle Gear. I will talk about, since the test ride was so short, I will talk about it on the way home on the KLR. Okay. Sorry I didn't ride the Impulse today because I had somewhere far to go. So, all right, here's we go. Okay, HadesOmega here. So I want to talk about my Harley Davidson Livewire riding experience. You know what? This is going to be a separate video. I'll make it a separate video. Um, honestly, they treated me right when I came in today. When I went to go ride the bike and everything, they just, they signed me up. And hey, they told me that recently they just started letting people ride the Livewires. You know why I believe that? Is because they're probably not selling them. Okay. You know that old saying, test rides or demo rides sell bikes? Well, that's true, man. Nobody's going to want to put their hard-earned money down and buy a bike, and not ride it first, is what I'm going to say. So anyway, it was a very tame demo ride, all right? We took a lap around the block. That's pretty much all we did. But I'm thankful that that's what they let me do at least, for free, okay? I didn't have to pay anything, okay? But I have never had to pay to do a demo ride, Maybe if that's what it takes to do a demo ride, there was another way that I could test ride a demo ride a Livewire, is to rent one. I found one on TURO that you could rent, but it's like $150. I didn't want to drop that kind of coin into it, to take it for, to rent it for like a day. Maybe for like $100, but they add a bunch of fees and stuff on it, so anyway, so yeah, I went on the demo ride, and it was great, like at least they let me ride it, they kind of told me how to start it up and everything. They didn't really show all the other stuff about it, but I'm sure if I asked, they would have showed me. So they were very helpful. They many times, I think it was Brandon, or there was a couple dudes that I talked to, and then I'll talk about Ron in a bit, okay? So I hope Ron watches this video. But anyway, the process was, actually, to tell you the truth, I had scheduled a demo ride, okay? On Facebook, I always see these Harley Davidson ads in my Facebook, okay? I see them all the time. Schedule a test ride at Harley Davidson, I used to think Harley Davidson was a really great brand, I used to go to the when they had the motorcycle shows in San Mateo, okay? When they had the motorcycle show, the Geico Progressive or whatever international motorcycle show, that Harley Davidson was there, and I love doing their demo rides. They have the best demo rides out of everyone there, because literally you just sign the waiver thing, they would even provide you gear if you needed gear, okay? And then they would say, hey, see these, there's a bunch of arrows here, you just follow the arrows and you take it for a demo ride. And they didn't even have to babysit you, no group demo ride, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. Man, I might just take, that's fine. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'll duck behind the windscreen, but anyway, yeah, dude, the Harley Davidson had the best demo rides. Like literally, they're like, here's the keys, here's the bike, need any questions, you know the route, and basically they would send you off, and then you would follow this route that they already made, but it had arrows and stuff on it, so it told you where to go. I even got lost one time, and I came back like half an hour later, and yeah, so I had a really great image, or what's to say? I had a really great opinion. I had a really great opinion of Harley Davidson until I went to San Jose Harley Davidson. Okay, I've never gone to a dealer to do a Harley Davidson demo ride. Like I said, I demo ride a bunch of Harley Davidsons before, and they were great bikes. Yeah, they cost a lot, but they were good. My favorite Harley Davidson's the V-Rod, by the way. It still is. So what was it? So I'm just gonna kind of cruise on home while I'm making this vlog. So yeah, I come in and this is the second time I've gone to San Jose Harley Davidson for a demo ride, and it's probably going to be the last. Okay. So I come in the second time. This is the second time. The first time they didn't let me. I'll put a link to that video on the end of the video. And they said like, yeah, the last time they gave me an excuse. Oh yeah, it's such a new bike, or it's such an expensive bike. It's like they compared it to like a Ferrari or something. I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. I could test drive like a $30,000 car, you know, no problem, you know. But whatever, you know. And so anyway, I came in. Oh, because I came in because I had heard they were letting people demo ride Livewires now, you know. It's like, it's not special anymore. That's all I'm saying. So what was it? Let me focus on not dying real quick. Okay, so I come in and I talked to some dude. I forgot his name, man, but I asked him, he asked me like, hey, can I help you with something? And I was like, yeah, I wanted to take a Livewire for a demo ride. And then yeah, he asked me the usual stuff. Are you interested in buying it? And I told him like, no, not really. And he's like, you just want to take it for a joyride? Like, yes, I do want to take it for a joyride. That's what I told him. I did not lie, you know. I didn't tell him, hey, I'm HadesOmega, I'm a YouTuber, and I want to do a video on it, you know. But you know, I'm trying to give you the customer experience, and this is my customer experience from San Jose Harley Davidson, okay? And then so yeah, everything was going great, man. He signed me up to do the demo ride. You know, I signed the liability waiver. I gave him my driver's license. He did take my picture. I asked him if I needed to take my helmet off because I'm wearing a head sock. You know, it's COVID-19 and everything, and I can't. You know, I'm supposed to wear a mask over my face, so I wear a head sock when, you know. So that's why I didn't take my helmet off. So, but he was cool. Yeah, you know, took a picture of me, and then. And I think his name was Brandon. They had me go out with Brandon. It was kind of hold your hand type of demo ride, okay? Not like San Jose BMW, not like Calmoto, okay? Okay? Those ones they they give you the bike and hey, just come back in like 15 minutes or something, you know? They don't babysit you. Merlin's a big boy, and I can, you know, I mean, I guess I would feel nervous if like some newbie was, you know, some guy that just got his riding license. You know, as like a new rider, doesn't have any experience. My God, this is horrible. I want to split lanes, but I kind of would rather just hash out this vlog. Let's go right here. Everyone's trying to get to the left, and I got to get to the right. There we go. All right, KLR power, man. Yeah, okay. Not very impressive. Okay. So what am I gonna say here? Yeah, so Brandon, I went out with on a demo ride with Brandon. He took the black Livewire ride. Oh, I like the black one. The black one is sweet looking, man. That's the one I would buy if I was gonna buy one. I'm just gonna chill here in traffic. Okay, so what happened next? We went out on a demo ride. So HadesOmega did the demo ride. Check that video out. I'm not gonna. This is gonna be a separate video because, you know, honestly, I had a positive experience with the Livewire, the tiny little bit that I rode it, you know. So yeah, I go out with Brandon. You know, he tells me how to turn the bike on. You need to flip the side stand up and hit the power button right here, and just twist and go. I'm not gonna lie, I was already reaching for the clutch lever and the shifter because I had just been riding this bike, the KLR. I've been shifting all day, you know. I did note, okay, yeah, I'm not going to talk about the demo ride. So yeah, we did the demo ride, all good. Basically, we rode around the block, basically. We rode around like a really big block. They said it's like 4 miles or something. And we got on it a couple times, you know, just to see the power. I'm glad that he did get on it, you know, because yeah, you want to see the power's like, you know. I'm glad there wasn't any kind of traffic like this at the time either, so. Okay, so, man, these people are riding. So HadesOmega does not normally ride this slow, okay? So, but I'm trying to shoot a vlog right now. And then, yeah, so we get back. I ask him a bunch of questions. He's very helpful, you know. And I tell him, like, hey, I want to go take a look at the bikes inside. I want to take a couple pictures of it. And I kind of, like, take a look at the stuff. And just like I did last time, because they wouldn't let me ride it, you know. And then this dude, Ron, comes up. I don't know, does he own San Jose Harley Davidson or something? He's like, oh, I saw your YouTube video, and like, so did you just come here to just shoot a video, and just take it for a ride? did you have any intention of buying the bike? And I told him, and I straight up told them, no, I don't think I would buy this bike because it's too expensive for me. And he's like, why did you ride the bike then? So it's like, it's one of those things, demo rides sell bikes, If to tell you the truth, if the Livewire was half the price, I probably would buy it, it's a sweet bike. So yeah, so that's my experience with Ron, and he kind of, like this, he told me, like, he even told me, like, it's, like, we don't mind you shooting a video on it, it's free advertising, like, but, you guys aren't advertising you guys in like a good light, there's something there that's called, like, social revenue, I think, or something, when I learned in business class. It's something where, like, it's not a monetary, it's not a monetary revenue. It's like, it's your image to the public, nobody's going to want to buy, somebody might not want to buy your bike simply because, they think Harley Davidson's douchebags, that kind of thing, and like, that's the kind of like feeling I was getting, like, it's like they were, like profiling me type of thing. Oh, because he's a YouTuber, we're not going to let him do the thing, Well, I have a, I should be able to think, I wish I got it on video, the conversation. But anyway, I told him, like, so I think he tried to guilt trip me, man. That's what it felt like. He was trying to guilt trip me. So, I mean, I think that's not cool, I don't think that's a good way to sell bikes, I think you gotta, the customer is always right type of mentality. That's why Harley Davidson is having such a hard time selling bikes now. You hear all these stories about Harley Davidson having, like, oh yeah, the new generation of riders, they're not riding Harley Davidsons, they're riding Hondas, something, Kawasaki, that kind of stuff, KTM. Well, that's because, of their image, the way, like their holier than thou image type of thing, They said, like, the bike is so dope that we're not going to let you ride it unless you're serious about buying it. Well, you know what? I filled out the credit application, all that stuff before in the first demo ride, and they wouldn't let me ride it when I came in to ride it, And then now I heard, like, people telling me, yeah, you know what? They might let you ride a Livewire, and they did, okay? But they had to kind of twist their arm to do it a little bit, Before this, I signed up for another demo ride online, and then Harley Davidson sent me a message. I scheduled it for Monday, 2 days ago, and I didn't get any kind of reply from San Jose Harley Davidson, because that's the closest Harley Davidson, I guess, that has live wires. I'm gonna stop here in the park and I'm gonna finish my vlog. Okay, and then so So yeah, that's just the way I see it, man. That's why they can't sell their bikes, because, that's why young kids can't buy their bikes, because young folks don't have a whole lot of money, So, but you know what? I think if they thought the bike was so sweet, and it would make them happy to buy that bike, maybe they would buy it maybe they would buy a $30,000 electric motorcycle, Yeah, so I'm gonna stop here in the park and I'm gonna go talk about the rest of my San Jose Harley Davidson ride experience, okay? So I'm probably never going to go back there. I'm probably not going to buy a bike from them either, because of Ron, But yeah, Ron gave me a bad experience, okay? So he went there and he was, like, questioning me and this and that, like, oh yeah, YouTuber, this and that. Like, we don't just, like, in fact, you should let YouTubers ride your bike, because it's free advertising, like you mentioned, I'll turn my loud bike off. Yeah, so that's just the way that's the way I interpreted that, like like they were kind of hating on me because Ron, everyone, I'm not gonna lie, everyone treated me with a lot of respect except for Ron, that's the way I felt it. And I don't know if he's the owner of the dealership, I've never had a dealership owner come up to me and like this and that, but, the customers have the freedom to, to, if they want to buy the bike or not, and it's not, they shouldn't judge you based on, like, this and that, because you're a YouTuber. because you just want to compare it to other bikes. Oh, okay, yeah, he did mention stuff about the Zero bike. He said, like, yeah, this bike just blows the Zero out of the water. Well, you know what? How come I don't see them, I haven't seen a Livewire do a refuel event or some kind of racing event. I haven't seen a Livewire race against an Energica on a drag strip. They should have an electric bike drag strip shootout. I think. Just get all the production electric bikes and take them for a race. Whoever's got the best time wins. Type of thing. And I can tell you this: the Energica is about as fast. The Energica and the Zero bike are just as fast as the Livewire. I did not get to see the full capability of the Livewire today because the demo ride was kind of tame. But yeah, I can tell you this: the Energica and the SRS and SRF, they are super bike fast. Okay. They have no problem getting to the triple digits, and I didn't get to try it with the Livewire, but it would have been illegal. But yeah, the Livewire I'm sure has no problem catching it with traffic. Okay, I will tell you that now. We got on it a couple times. Yeah, so. But yeah, that was my experience with San Jose Harley Davidson. Everybody there treated me, nice, with respect and stuff. Maybe I should just go, when I go to a dealership, maybe I just go announce myself. Hey, I'm Hades Omega. I got a YouTube channel, and I want to do a demo ride on one of your bikes, and I want to shoot a video of me doing it. And it's going to be, and when I do these demo rides, I give you my honest feedback on the bike, like. At the moment, what I'm thinking at the moment, and I try to bring as much technical expertise to it as possible, but this and that, everything within Hades Omega's knowledge, and yeah, so but yeah, it was so hard to get do a Livewire demo ride, and if they're trying to sell bikes, I saw 4 of them there. Okay, I'll tell you this. Energica, I talked to he's got a really cool name. Ken. I talked to Ken Snyder from Calmoto. Okay? I didn't tell him I was a YouTuber, but, but I don't want that. I don't want to come into a place and tell them, like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. They're going to treat you differently. Yeah, they're going to treat you differently. They might treat you nicer. They might treat you worse in Ron's case, But yeah. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to, I want to come in, like, as a customer. I want to give, like, the customer experience. So, and, based on what I saw today, if I seriously wanted to buy a Livewire, I would not buy it from San Jose Harley Davidson, okay? Just because of the way they treated me. 2 times in a row, okay? 2 times in a row, I left unhappy, okay? I'm It's just the way I'm going to say it. I would go to the one in Morgan Hill. I don't know if they have any Livewires there because I checked, and I don't think they did. So I think the San Jose one is the only one that has it. So, and I asked them to contact me if they ever had any demo ride events and stuff. I haven't got any emails. I get a lot of emails from Harley Davidson, but the Harley Davidson as a company, the Harley Davidson motorcycles, not San Jose Harley Davidson, okay? And I always get, like, Harley Davidson this, and then I always get, like, to go test ride a Harley Davidson. What's so hard about that? I test rode a lot of bikes, and there's the Harley Davidson. There's nothing. It's a motorcycle, man. It's got 2 wheels in the motor, and you twist the throttle and it goes, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a $30,000 bike, but man, it's I've driven like $30,000 cars, I'm sure, I don't know. They would probably, I'm sure if you went into a dealership that was selling like a H2 or something, they would kind of look at you funny if you wanted to go test ride an H2, and not want to buy it, okay? So I can kind of understand it, but at the same time, you guys are trying to sell this, right? I don't know, man. I don't know if Harley Davidson's trying to sell that bike hard enough, man. They sure are advertising it a whole lot, but my dealer experience today was not good, okay? It was fine until Ron talked to me, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of pissed off at Ron right now, okay? But yeah, I don't want to come in. I don't want to get the special treatment, because I'm a YouTuber, you know, that's this and that, you know, or they might not even let me ride it because I'm a YouTuber, you know. Oh, he's gonna put it on there and he's gonna bash our product, you know. That's not my intention. My intention is not to go out and my intention is to give you my honest opinion, you know, about a motorcycle, you know, when I take it for a demo ride, okay. And I have ridden over, man, I must have ridden over 50 bikes in a demo ride, and I have never. Oh, I have crashed a demo bike before, but it was a dirt bike, okay. But yeah, you know, it's just like, you know, that kind of left me with like a sour taste in my mouth, you know. It was bittersweet, is what I want to say. I did enjoy riding that Livewire, you know, and I think, I don't know, from the demo ride, from just that short demo ride, I don't think I would have bought it from that demo ride. It didn't wow me enough, okay? If, you know, and it just like Victory, you know, or not Victory, BMW is just right down the street, and they sell electric bikes too. So, you know, I really like the Zero bikes, you know, and they really, you know, they really stand by their products. And I've seen them on the racetrack, you know, and they are fast, dude. They're up there with the Energicas. So, I have never seen a Livewire go right on the track, you know. I don't know if somebody would track a Livewire, you know. That would be a really bad idea, I think, because they don't have level 2 charging. It charges at level 1 speeds, like 3 kilowatts. Not even 3 kilowatts. Some really slow, like 1 kilowatt or something. And then, 1.5 kilowatt, I think, is probably what it does. And unless you have access to DC fast charge on a racetrack, it would probably not make a good track bike. That's what I'm thinking. The Energica, I think, would make a good track bike. I track my Impulse, you know, and my Impulse has level 2 charging. So I think if you could do like a level 6, a 6 kilowatt level 2 charging, I think that would be good enough to do a track day. But the battery gets hot. Anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, I've never seen a Livewire on the street. I've never seen a Livewire at a racetrack. I did see them do, you know, they claim that their bike is the fastest production electric motorcycle in the world. I'm like, that's a bold statement to make. It does 11s. The LS218 does 10s. I think the Energica and the SRS could probably do 11 or 10 also. So, you know, they're trying to hype up their bike. I understand it, okay, but that was a bold statement to make about that drag strip, you know, launch, you know, run. Okay, so yeah, that was my experience with San Jose Harley Davidson, man, and just, you know, my Harley Davidson customer experience was not good. If I had to write like a Yelp review on that, I would give it like 2 stars, 2 or 3 stars, because they did let me ride the bike this time. The first time they didn't even let me ride the bike, so I would go away with like probably 2 stars. Like I said, everyone treated me really good, you know, and everything. I think one of the dudes there was like a Marine veteran and stuff, and, you know, like, hey, yeah, you know, it's nice to talk to other veterans and stuff, and, you know, but yeah, I just that encounter with Ron just left a sour taste in my mouth. Had he not approach me and stuff, and like, well, you know what, but on the other hand, I'll give it to him, you know. Hey, you know, he was trying to advertise his product, man. He was trying to say, like, yeah, you know, this bike is the dopest bike on the planet, okay, type of thing. And you know, that I did kind of get that vibe from him. He kind of like assured me that yes, this bike is better than a Zero bike. But I guess he doesn't know I haven't ridden an Energica also, you know, and there, in my opinion, the Energica blows the Harley Davidson out of the water because it has DC fast charging, and it's almost 1/3 less the price. Okay, it's almost 1/3 less the price. Okay, they put a bigger battery on their bike. Okay, they put a bigger battery on their bike, but they didn't increase the price. In fact, they lowered the price of the smaller battery Energicas. Okay, and I'd imagine once those are all gone, they're just going to sell the big battery ones now. So there's just no competition with Energica right now. Okay, I don't. compare the Harley Davidson to the Energica, and I think the Energica comes out on top. You get that premium Italian, sport bike, and American electric power cruiser. I would go with the Energica. That's HadesOmega's honest opinion. Like I said. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, every time I've ridden the Zero and every time I've ridden the Energica, I would always ask myself during the vlogs, would I buy this bike? And I would say yes. Yes, I would buy a Zero SRF. I would buy a Zero SRF. I would buy Energica Eva. I would buy SS9. I wouldn't buy an Ego because it's too much of a raw bike for me, man. I don't think I need that kind of power, man. But yeah, those are just HadesOmega's honest opinions. Would HadesOmega buy a Harley Davidson Livewire? No, I would not, because it's too expensive. Okay, I would rather spend my hard-earned money on Energica. So in the end, what it comes down to is, if HadesOmega bought an Energica would get $21,000, and Harley Davidson would get $0. Okay, so that's the way I see it. All right, it's better to sell a bike than not sell a bike, and $30,000. That's just too much. I could buy H2 for that much, and H2 it must be an awesome bike. HadesOmega has never ridden one. If you have an H2 and you want to let HadesOmega take it out for a demo ride or take it out for a spin, please let me know. but yeah, you can buy some very nice motorcycles for $30,000. That's the bottom line. Okay, you can buy a better bike for less money from Energica for the Harley Davidson Livewire. That's HadesOmega's opinion right there. Okay. Now, those of you guys that say, oh, yeah, the Livewire is so awesome, this and that, the Energica and the Zero bikes don't hold a candle to it, that's your opinion. But my opinion is that, yeah, the Energica is very comparable to the Livewire, and it's cheaper. So it's got a lower barrier to entry is what HadesOmega is going to say. Like, I'm not going to lie, HadesOmega, sometimes he dreams about having an Energica, okay? Or even like SRS, or SRF. They left that good of an impression on me when I rode it, okay? And the Livewire with that short demo ride, it did not, okay? It did not. And I have had a couple people watch my Energica video, and they say like, you know what? I would buy an Energica after watching your video, that's where demo bikes sell bikes. Demo rides sell bikes because they do, maybe I might not want to buy it, but maybe somebody else will see my video and see how awesome the bike is, and I got $30,000 to drop on a electric motorcycle. Maybe maybe I do want that bike, maybe let me go ask HadesOmega for an honest opinion, if I had $30,000 to buy a Harley Davidson, I would still buy the Energica, I think, and I would just spend the money on something else, some luggage for the Energica, for maybe a windscreen. You're not left with a lot of money, after you buy the Livewire. Okay, so all right, so HadesOmega's gonna go. I tell you what, HadesOmega's gonna do is I'm gonna take my electric bike out, and we're gonna talk about my Harley Davidson Livewire. Demo ride, and then I'm gonna put that at the end of the video, and then yeah. So this video vlog was about my San Jose Harley Davidson demo ride experience. My second one. Okay. So hey, sorry, Ron, man. Like if you had just kept your mouth shut, then then I would have left a pretty happy customer, But I had to leave with on a sour note, And I had just like I said, I was not getting a good vibe from Harley Davidson, dude. I scheduled the demo ride again because I always get this stuff on Facebook. Test ride a Harley. Like, makes me want to test ride a Harley. I have to say, Harley Davidson is very good at advertising their products, but their dealers are not very good at selling their products. Okay, is what I'm gonna say. My dealership experience was not good, and that's what I want to say. So I I scheduled a demo ride. I did not get any kind of contact. I got an email from Harley Davidson asking, "Hey, did somebody contact you about a demo ride?" And then I put, "No, nobody did." And I don't know, man. And come the day of the demo ride, I got nothing. I thought about just kind of just showing up. Hey, I signed up for a demo ride. Can I go? But I had to go to Cycle Gear today. Okay, Cycle Gear is in the same parking lot as Harley Davidson. So I said, hey, why don't we go shoot on over to Harley Davidson and let's see if we can ride a Harley Davidson Livewire. And sure enough, they did let me this time, okay? But it was a very short demo ride, okay? And then I kind of got harassed by Ron at the end. So that was my experience trying to demo ride the Harley Davidson Livewire. Now there is one way I could get a Livewire for a test ride for like a whole day or two, and I could do a very comprehensive test ride. Is I could rent one. There's one on TURO for like $140 something, and I don't think anybody has rented it because it's too expensive. I think it was $147. I might spend that much coin on to rent a bike for a day. Maybe on my birthday I will. Well, I might do that. I might go rent the Livewire on my birthday, but because I do that every year. I go on TURO and I go find something cool to rent, and then I ride it, or drive it, whatever. And last year I rented a Can-Am Spider, and I like that bike. That was a great bike. HadesOmega would recommend that, unless you were a more spirited rider, and then I wouldn't recommend it, because it's hey bad boy, don't do that type of riding. I could. No, it wasn't TURO. It was Twisted Road. Okay, on Twisted Road, there's a Harley Davidson Livewire. Some dude bought it, and he's renting it out. And I don't think he's rented it out to anyone because it says there's no reviews on it. I would imagine if somebody wrote it and they were so happy with it, they would write a review on it. And there's been no reviews on the bike, so no one has taken it out. So if my birthday comes up, and the Livewire is still for rent, maybe I'll go rent it, man. And then I'll give you guys a proper demo ride. Like a very comprehensive, very long ride with the bike, HadesOmega doesn't have any kind of press powers, I can't get a bike from Harley Davidson for like a week or something, they won't let me, because I'm just a lowly YouTuber, okay? But yeah, that was the other way I can go ride a Harley Davidson Livewire, is I could have rented it from thing, and why also. Maybe Harley Davidson could rent out a bike, rather than take it out for a demo ride. I would rather rent a bike. I would probably for $100, say $100. I wouldn't mind renting a bike for $100 for a day, and then taking it out and riding it around in the canyons on the freeway. Put it through its paces, have fun with it, take it for a joyride. Like they mentioned, a proper joyride, and then yeah, it's one of those, hey, you break it, you buy it type of things, I don't know what the fuss is all about, I came back all right. I didn't do any burnouts or wheelies or whatever, I would just ride it, how I would ride it, but yeah, definitely that demo ride, I could not tell what the capabilities of the bike is, it just, I can tell I can tell you what it sounds like, I can tell you what it feels like. I can tell you it's probably got more than enough power to merge on the freeway and, in traffic and all that. It's skinny. It is skinny. I think it's probably, it might be the skinniest electric bike I've ridden. I'm not sure. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true because I have a Light B, and that's even skinnier. So actually the Impulse, yeah, I bet it's about, it felt like about as wide as the Impulse, So yeah, all right. Sorry for this long vlog. HadesOmega ranting about San Jose Harley Davidson, but that was my experience. Please check out the demo ride video if you want to see me ride it. And I had a positive riding experience riding it for the little bit that I did, So check that out. All right, HadesOmega. Yeah, but that's the way I see it. They kind of. One thing I feel like the dealers do when you come in is they profile you, okay? They look at this dude. Like if I came in like in a squid outfit, maybe they'd say, "Oh, this dude, man, maybe we won't let this guy ride this bike." But I mean, yeah, I mean, I could understand it, but yeah, they profile you. So I came in this today, 92 KLR 650, Kawasaki KLR 650, a classic adventure bike or a dual sport. And they're probably like, "Oh, look at that old piece of junk bike, you know. We're not gonna let them ride this, you know, this or that, you know." One of the things they kept on asking me is like, "So when are you planning to buy a bike, you know, or are you interested in buying this bike?" They asked me that like freaking like 5 times. I don't. Yeah, I know. It's like I hate that when you're gonna get pressured into buying it, you know. If Hades Omega is gonna go buy a bike, I'm gonna go out there and ask if I can do test rides on all sorts of bike, and I will find the right one that fits for me, you know. And I've, like I said, I've ridden the Energica enough times to say, hey, I would buy that bike, you know. If I had the coin, I would buy that bike. And you know what? I had to do a credit check to do the demo ride for the first time for the Livewire. And they wouldn't let me ride it unless I gave them a credit check. And even after the credit check, they didn't let me ride it because I said I wasn't serious about buying it. I told them no. I'm like, you know what? But you know what? I always give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, if I ride it, you never know. Somewhere down the line, I might want to buy it. You know, maybe a used one or something. I don't know. But you know, there'll be somewhere in the back of my mind. Oh, man, you know that Livewire? Man, that bike is so sweet. When I can afford one, I'm going to go buy one, you know? And with this experience, you know, I don't want to buy one. I would much rather buy it for Energica because they treat me better. Okay? Calmoto. Calmoto, San Jose BMW, man. Yeah, you know, I don't go to these Harley Davidson events and stuff, you know, but yeah, you know, I feel like, you know, well, maybe Hades Omega is just not cut out to own a Harley Davidson. Okay, that could very well be it, you know. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, so yeah, just a Harley Davidson is just not for you, Hades Omega. Okay, like I said, the only Harley Davidson that I would consider buying is a V-Rod, you know, and they don't even sell that bike anymore. That was my favorite Harley Davidson bike, the V-Rod. And I told them that the last time I went there. I saw a V-Rod, they were selling it, and I was like, how much for that bike? Like, you want to buy that bike? They're like, yeah. They look really interested in selling it to me. But the V-Rod is my favorite Harley Davidson. I've ridden pretty much most of the Harley Davidson bikes, and I've ridden a V-Rod, and I would say I would buy that bike, you know? And, well, you can only buy it used now. So, unfortunately, they stopped selling that bike. It was such a great bike, and they stopped selling it. Why? You know, I heard it gets poor range, you know, it eats up a lot of gas, so that'd be my one reason I wouldn't want to buy it. But it sure would put a smile on my face riding a V-Rod. That's what I'm going to say, so yeah, that's what I'm going to say, man. That's the only Harley Davidson I would buy as a V-Rod, because when I rode it, I liked it, you know, and I got to do a really good demo ride on it, you know. I think I've done 2 demo rides on a V-Rod. That's how much I liked it. So, I'm not gonna, what can I say, man? Demo rides sell bikes, and you know, that's the kind of point that Hades Omega is trying to put out right now. So, how can you expect someone to plop down 30,000 of their hard-earned dollars to buy that piece of steel and aluminum, you know, and when I can get something for much less, $21,000, you know, and okay. So another thing I forgot to mention was Calmoto. They told me that they're about to reach their sales quota for selling Energica bikes. They said Ken told me that they only needed to sell 2 more to meet their yearly quota for selling the Energica, and it's only 3/4 through the year, and you can bet somebody's gonna buy. There's people on like waiting lists and stuff. So yeah. So that just shows Harley Davidson had 4 Livewires at San Jose Harley Davidson, and there were 4 Livewires there. There were only 2 Energicas at Calmoto. Okay. And pretty much if you want to buy one, you'd have to kind of order one. So that just goes to show, you know, like, the Harley Davidson, you build bikes to sell them, right? So you got to buy something, you gotta bring something good to the table, because you got a lot of competition. You got a lot of competition in the electric world, especially now into the future. There's gonna be more electric bikes coming out, man. More. I think Indian is supposed to come out with an electric bike. I think Triumph is doing something. Royal Enfield was talking about it. Husqvarna, dude. I'm telling you, if that's all I'm gonna say, man. I hope they come out with a cheaper alternative, in the future. But that's, I wouldn't buy it for that much money. There's that Damon Hypersport bike, man. 200 miles per hour super bike. Not cheap. I don't think it's cheap, but yeah, there are better bikes out there. Trust me, man. And there's better bikes to come. So, I mean, if you want to sell bikes, Harley Davidson, damn, dude, I'm telling you, you got to do something about this. And it starts with your guys' dealerships, Maybe they need to go around and do more demo rides. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. All right, as we go.